Paul McNamara here, and Bill McGonigal is here with me. We're going to be bringing you all the action of the next game on the agenda here on the near end of the rink. In the gold are the St. Mary's of Lynn Spartans, and at the far end are the, seems like 100-year defending state champs, the Malden Catholic Lancers. They've won it 4 years in a row. They're back to try to do it again. Talking about the state tournament, the Super 8 title. And they've lost some guys, but they got a good core coming back, and they've actually had a couple of guys that, I guess their families moved from California because now they're in school at Malden Catholic and they weren't before. But St. Mary's and MC, a couple of Catholic schools on the North Shore, they're familiar with each other. They play in a couple of tournaments together every year, and Bill, St. Mary's has really come on strong the last few years, and everybody knows about Malden Catholic.
Yes, I think this is going to be a very competitive game because they are in the same league, and neither one wants to go down to the other. So I watched the Zavarian Springfield Cathedral game earlier today, and I'll tell you, that looked like a regular season matchup. Both teams were firing on all cylinders, and I would expect more of the same here because you have two very good teams, and I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, as we said earlier, you know, it's early in the year, and teams are working the kinks out in terms of playing together, but it's no secret that all these kids, they just didn't lace their skates up this week. They all play, if not year-round, they've been playing pretty steadily since Labor Day, and, you know, you get to this level, and that's how you have to compete, is to play outside of your regular season, too.
A good example of that, Paul, is the Springfield Cathedral team. They're all, it's a very, very young team. And they all played together in the Mass State Tournament, National Bound, and they won the state tournament. And it's basically their same roster. So
the Rifles, right? Is it the Rifles?
The Springfield Rifles, yeah. That's correct. And they really have an advantage with their goaltender. They have a 6'5" goaltender in net that is the Great Wall of Springfield.
Well, as we get set for this one, just in terms of a little preview. A lot of eyes from Malden. A lot of eyes will be on Malden Catholic's number 12, Matt Philippe. He had a tremendous tournament last year, sometimes overshadowed by the guys that left, Nazarian and Sifferlin. But Matt Philippe is ready to step into his own as well. He's a junior captain, and he's a Northeastern commit. And a lot of people thought he was their best player in the tournament last year. Had a great tournament, and he'll be out there at center, number 12. You can keep an eye on him. There you see him right to the left of your picture there. In front of the bench, and looks like Jake Witkowski will be on one wing with Matt Philippe, and I believe it's Austin Goldstein will be his other wing. We'll have to see whom they start on defense. They've got some veteran guys back there. John McLean and Will Lawrence are two of the best, and it looks like they'll be out there. Lawrence number 9 and McLean number 20. In goal on the far end, I think it'll be Alex Reeses, the sophomore or junior. Let's see. I thought he was a freshman last year, but we'll see how they list him. Nonetheless, he'll be the starting goaltender, and play is underway here between St. Mary's and Malden Catholic. St. Mary's off the draw. McKay sends it in wide of Reeses, and Lawrence on it there for Malden Catholic, trying to find McLean behind the net. They come up the left wing now, and keeping it in for St. Mary's is number 10, that is Eric Pedro. Philippe steals for Malden Catholic in the corner. Trying to come out, sends it back to McLean. McLean with a move to Witkowski down the left wing. Witkowski, left wing corner, circles back, sends it behind the net. And this is Goldstein now. They work it across to Lawrence. Lawrence, a shot in, goes wide. Karam's off to Goldstein, left wing corner. Malden Catholic very early. Under control on the offensive end. McLean back to Witkowski. Looks like a power play here. Over to Lawrence. Wrist shot save in front. Rebound is loose and finally cleared off, and Pedro sends it the length of the ice. Reeses will stop it there, but some great opportunities early on, Bill.
Malden Catholic looks like they're in Super 8
form.
Super 8 form.
Here they come again, and a save made here is following up on that is number 10 for Malden Catholic, who's not on our sheet here. And
what I like about Malden Catholic is they play with a lot of patience. They make the defender miss because they're not afraid to take that hit to make a play, and they buy themselves a lot of extra time with that.
We've got some new faces out there. John Powers, number 4 for St. Mary's took that draw. We're missing some numbers here, folks. We apologize. So we'll just have to kind of play things by ear as we get going. Puck is pinned to the backboards here behind the net, and MC up with it, sending it back to the point is number 2 Adams. But boy, we're piecing some things together here.
Yeah, the number 2 is Jack Adams. It's tough because some of these coaches don't even have their full team selected, so we're struggling with the numbers and the names. Some kids trying to make an impression so that they can stay on the varsity roster.
This is just frustrating. It's frustrating. Puck is loose in the St. Mary's end, and now they get it to center past Harrington, and trying to make an effort there for St. Mary's is number 27, and he's not on our roster. This is getting, we'll just say Malden Catholic and St. Mary's.
Yeah.
Teams change up, and this is good. A third line, we have even fewer numbers.
St. Mary's is really having a hard time getting it out of its zone. Malden Catholic is stifling them in the neutral zone.
McKay off the boards, but MC able to dump it back in deep. And it comes around the far side of the wing. Here's Pedro. Pedro in for St. Mary's. A shot goes wide. Caroms all the way back to McKay at the point. He can't get it in deep. DeMichaelis can't get it out for Malden Catholic, but now they do. They try to go off the far boards. Pedro, number 10, doing a good job of forechecking there. Now it's backhanded up by Zampanti, and I think that's Yomalakis back there, number 44. And now it comes around the dasher, and Reese will stop it there. Good forecheck there by St. Mary's, number 4, Powers. Back up top, wrist shot sent in deep by Stephen Tony, number 2. That one goes wide. And pinning his man in the corner is number 5 for St. Mary's. Another mystery here.
Ooh, what a great save there by Reese.
Backhand by number 17.
Was able to weave his way out in front and put a good scoring opportunity on. Great glove save.
On the face-off is goes back to Lawrence on the point. Lawrence trying to send it up and send away his right wing. Puck comes up the boards to Jackson Allard. Allard can't get it to center ice. Pinning an MC player there is Stephen Tatoni. And now MC forechecking down deep into the corner. MC with it in the left wing corner, right wing corner rather. They send it down deep. Tripped up there is the MC forward. Again, we apologize, folks. I'm missing probably 9 players on Malden Catholic and 4 or 5 on St. Mary's. So apologies to those guys, number 14, number 13. But rather than misidentify, I'll just call them by their numbers. McLean is down deep. Witkowski with the follow-up on the shot. Goes just wide. Goldstein chases it down at center ice on the long carom. Goldstein trying to go through the defense. Off the stick of Philippe at center ice and comes to Lawrence. Lawrence over the red line, dumps it in deep. Giving chase. The Malden Catholic forecheckers, but St. Mary's up with it there. Behind the net, they try it out the right wing. This is Pedro. Pedro in the middle to number 12, Marabito. Ooh, puck loose in the St. Mary's end, skidded away by Marabito. Marabito looks in the middle for McBurney. McBurney back to Pedro. Skated away by Harrington nicely up to Goldstein. Goldstein lifts it to center, and Pedro will skate it back for St. Mary's. Nearly had his pocket picked there by Goldstein, but he's able to get it over the red line, dump it deep as they go for a change. Harrington swings back for MC. Up the wing for Witkowski. Witkowski looks, trying to find a cutting Goldstein, and the pass goes awry and deep into the end, and icing is called. 9:25 to go, opening period of play. No score between Malden Catholic and St. Mary's.
Malden Catholic is looking pretty good. St. Mary's is really getting their game together, and they're starting to create some opportunities for themselves. So they're settling in nicely. I think this is going to really come down back and forth game now.
Powers for St. Mary's will take the draw here. Right wing corner, offensive zone for St. Mary's. He's able to win the draw. They send it around for Adams. Adams lays it back for Yomalakis. There's a Yomalakis on each team here, the cousins. Swung back around to Adams. Adams tries to break it out. Here's Botticelli. Botticelli in. Shot. The save goes just wide, rather. St. Mary's breaks it out. Down the wing goes number 5. Comes to number 17, and we believe that's Frankel. We'll try Calvani as number 5.
No, Calvani's transferred to Triton Regional.
There's my guess.
Yep. Good player, too.
So someone else is wearing his number. This is...
oh, we got Wachowski back on the point here.
Yeah, Marabito out there. It's a power play here for Malden Catholic. I didn't see the call, but St. Mary's is whistled for a penalty here in the first power play of the game here. And Marabito can't get it deep in the MC end, and Lawrence whistles it back in off the boards as they try to set up the power play, but St. Mary's able to clear down to 1:05 to go on the 1.5-minute penalty. Will Lawrence will retreat and leave it for Matt Philippe. Philippe with some skating room. Marabito watches him. Philippe up the right wing through center ice, poked away there by McBurney, and Philippe knocks McBurney down, and Matt Philippe's going to take a seat here, and the power play will be nullified here, and they'll skate 4-on-4 for 48 seconds as Matt Philippe ran down McBurney from behind, and a minor penalty will be called. Now they're discussing that to see if it is indeed a minor penalty.
That was pretty solid hit there. I like MC's power play, how they move McLean up front. He's a big body, creates some chaos in front of the net. And then you have Jake Wachowski, who's got a terrific set of hands, and he's probably playing the tip of their umbrella. I haven't yet seen it, but that's my guess.
So they're going to give Philippe a major here. They've posted 4 minutes up on the board, and it looks like the discussion goes on between the officials and the Malden Catholic coaching staff, and now they're coming over to explain it to the St. Mary's bench. So we'll see what the result of this is. Joining us now, will sit in for part of the broadcast, is Dave Lazinski, the excellent athletic director at Bill Ricca Memorial High School. Are there veterans in there and all that? You know Bill McGonigal too?
Hey, good, nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Dave Lazinski, no stranger to the hockey ranks of Massachusetts. So it looks like I don't see another player in the penalty bench area to supplement that call on Matt Philippe, but he'll be in there for a major hit from behind. That'll give St. Mary's an opportunity. It's 4-on-4 for about 45 seconds, and then there'll be over a 3-minute power play for St. Mary's here. And so far, Dave, the MC's trying to get on track here, although that's going to be icing as they're playing even here. And you know, MC, when the big guns are out there, they look pretty good, and they look like they're ready to explode. But you know, St. Mary's got some kids that can skate too.
Well, absolutely, and these are two of the predominant programs in the state. But it is still young in the season. I mean, the majority of teams...
Not even young in the season yet. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. I mean, the majority of teams just finished tryouts.
Right.
So they're just getting into practicing as a unit.
Yep. And I think that's what a lot of coaches are doing today, is using this as, you know, power play, try this, try that.
Absolutely.
You know, we haven't seen a goalie pulled even in a situation that was a textbook. They're just saying, let's go out and play a little and, you know, get the legs and see who plays well with whom.
No power plays, no penalty kills. I mean, I know we haven't had time to do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Here we go, MC.
Here's a rush by Malden Catholic here. That's Botticelli. He leaves it off for Adams. Adams' wrist shot is blocked on the defense. It comes behind the net now as St. Mary's will try to start out. We're still at 4-on-4. This is number 27, another guy not on our list of many. But St. Mary's now...
Little extracurricular there after the whistle.
Yeah, 2 seconds away from St. Mary's going on a power play for 3 minutes and 13 seconds. And MC without arguably their best penalty killer, Philippe, because he's in the box. Face off to the left of Reeses in the Malden Catholic end. Looks like it's not Botticelli, it's number 10, whom we don't know. And St. Mary's now on the power play. Pedro keeps it in at the line. Off the boards comes with a stick of McLean, who will send it the length of the ice, and out of trouble here as they have 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go to kill off this man down on a major penalty. Witkowski is out there with our friend number 10, who's not on our score sheet. So saved by Reeses there. McLean tips it away. McBurney circles back. McBurney in the corner, sends it back to the point onto the stick of looks like Zampanti. They get it down low. McLean tries to pin the forward there. McBurney now trying to come up with it. Sends it across, a closing McKay deep into the corner. Lawrence on it there, but can't get it away from McKay. McKay, the defenseman, caught in the right wing corner, all the way up top to Zampanti. Down to McBurney, back to Zampanti. Zampanti over to McKay at the dot, tries to make a move. One move too many there, I think, and now it comes to Marabito. Marabito trying to get it back to Zampanti, but it comes all the way out of the zone. And we're down to 2 minutes to go on the man advantage for St. Mary's. Puck is intercepted at center ice by Goldstein. And the Goldstein brothers are both out there now. And along with Harrington on the point, and let's see who the other defenseman is trying to kill this off for MC. But St. Mary's still with the advantage. Goldstein now trying to get it out, working it, lugging it over the line. Good job there by the younger Goldstein brother. And they send it in deep.
St. Mary's is really playing aggressive on the puck. You can tell they've had a 3.5 minute power play now, and they're really aggressive after that puck and throwing it on the cage.
Well, you can't score if you don't get pucks to the net, right?
That's true, too.
We're down to 1:06 to go on the man advantage here, and here's a steal into the zone. Comes St. Mary's, centering pass off the stick, skated away by Austin Goldstein. Goldstein bounces it off the boards to himself. Goldstein in, makes a move and goes down, and St. Mary's is going to get a penalty here. Great job by Austin Goldstein there. Individual effort to get it into the zone and draw the penalty. And the teams will play even now for the next 49 seconds, and then Malden Catholic will have a man advantage for about 1:11, and MC will change up their goaltenders now. Coming out is Brian Cameron to play goal at 10 minutes in. Maybe they're going to play 3 goalies today.
Absolutely. Malden Catholic really pressured that puck and actually drew that penalty.
Try to keep it in by McKay. Now Marabito skates it away for St. Mary's. 2-on-2 for the moment, and a save there by Cameron. Right off the bat, right off the bench, he's forced to make that save.
It's a lot of broken plays here, and you know we're going to see that as this game goes on. They're going to be able to be making the tape-to-tape passes.
Marabito on the draw here with Botticelli. Comes to Yomalakis all the way around to the right wing side. They get it in the St. Mary's end where it's Zampanti over to McBurney. Quickly up to McKay. McKay, the defenseman, on the go. Good skating defenseman, number 89, Max McKay. Up high to McBurney. The shot saved by Cameron. And here come the Lancers the other way, 4-on-4. Botticelli over the line. Makes a move. Wrist shot saved by Borders. They steer it to the corner. MC still with it. Comes over to Big John McLean on the left point. He tees up a long slapper in that goes wide. Karams all the way back over to Will Lawrence. Cross point to McLean. He looks down low to Philippe, just out of the box. Philippe back to Lawrence. Power play here for MC. Shot by Lawrence. Goes wide. Botticelli knocked down in front. Philippe with it. Looking. Philippe circles, wrist shot up high, doesn't get through McKay, and McKay able to clear it through the legs of Witkowski all the way back into the MCN with 10 seconds to go on the St. Mary's penalty. Jake Witkowski now with a head of steam through center ice, can't get it by big number 17, who's number 14 rather, who's
holding
kind of got a little bit of a hook on him.
Yeah, he had that wrapped right under his arm.
That's Clay Yomalakis.
You keep saying that name, Yomalakis.
I'm sorry, it's not Yomalakis, it's Giannakopoulos. It's not.
I was
not Yomalakis.
I was dreaming of Adi back in Magnon in the 80s.
It's Giannakopoulos, my mistake. There's one on each team, the Cousins, as we said before. Giannakopoulos 44 for MC and number 14 for St. Mary's.
No.
We're seeing a lot of names and numbers today. Rapid fire.
Just a few.
And it's spring training for us too,
It absolutely is.
With Bill McGonigal, I'm Paul McNamara. We're joined by Dave Lazinski for the call of part of this one. I'm going to give the microphone to you, Dave, and just let you
I don't know about that. My stand-up routine isn't that good.
Oh, I've been told that. But bump. Again, some new numbers out there as one of the MC guys, number 23, backhanded around and jumped out of the rink. And now I'm not sure what this call is, but I think it's just the puck left the building and momentarily the ice surface, and it was off an MC stick. It must have gone off a St. Mary's stick because it's outside the line here. So face-off coming with 2:52 to go. Again, 27 is not on our score sheet for St. Mary's. Maybe it's Zach Mello. Maybe it's... We're guessing. And the numbers are right in order for these guys.
Yeah.
Like the coach went, yeah, that sounds like...
In Russian.
Like he's that number. Nonetheless, great day for hockey out here at the New England Sports Center in Marlborough.
Well, it's great to see every kid, all the teams that are here, Fabulous, Garrett, Reagan, Memorial, Jamboree, and just everybody is amped up, at this time of season. It's really good. It's good.
Yeah, guys.
Hockey what it is.
Yeah, guys see guys they haven't seen in a while maybe, and they're asking, how's your team? And they want to play it close to the vest. They're not going to give away too many secrets. Witkowski now lays it up to Philippe through center ice. Philippe down the lane. Matt Philippe, power move to the net. Nice pass in front for Goldstein. I think
just
Borders
hopped over his stick, I think, yeah.
Yeah, Borders may have gotten a small piece of that. In the corner now, Witkowski trying to find Philippe behind the net. This is Goldstein with it now. Goldstein off the boards for Giannakopoulos. Cross to his partner, and the shot goes in and went off the other Giannakopoulos' ankle. He's limping off the ice as they control behind the net now. Here's Witkowski, circles. Witkowski looks. Backhand pass down low for Goldstein. Back to Witkowski. Philippe is camped out in front with two bodies on him. Goldstein now down low to Philippe as they cycle it in the corner. Philippe trying to get around the St. Mary's defense. Good job there by the Spartans. Back to the point. Hits a few bodies and skates on the way in and never really does make it to Borders in the crease. But sustained pressure here for the Lancers. It's been about a minute and 20 seconds that St. Mary's hasn't touched the puck. Never mind get it out. Now it goes over to Giannakopoulos on the far wall, and now they will change on the fly here. And now offside is going to be called as Witkowski at the line got it in a little bit.
You can see that power play unit for Malden Catholic is going to be a force to be reckoned with once they get going. I mean, they're tic-tac-toeing it all around, and like you said, St. Mary's didn't even get to touch the puck.
Yeah, that was, you got Witkowski working on the off wing, and that's become a lot more fashionable of late. When you got a right shot in the left wing that has good hands, the old Yarmir Yarga, but BU's done it with several guys playing the off wing, and University of Maine's done it. And if you've got good hands, sometimes that off wing is advantageous. Here's a goal, the first goal of the afternoon. That's Dante Marabito with a rocket from just outside the dot there that beat Cameron. Stick side up high, and it's 1-0 St. Mary's at the 14:05 mark of the first.
Steamed down the right side of the ice and just absolutely let a bullet go. I think it kind of handcuffed the Malden Catholic goaltender. He wasn't expecting a shot from there.
No,
he wasn't
expecting a shot, and he wasn't expecting such a hard shot.
It was a deceptive release. He didn't advertise it. He just let it rip.
Hey, what were we saying? Get pucks to the net, you know? It's really easy from up here, you know.
Score if you don't.
That's something that both of these teams do very well, is they play away from the puck. They get themselves into position to create scoring opportunities. They're just well coached, both of these teams.
John Power sends it in deep for St. Mary's. And MC will try to break it out here. John McLean gathers it in for the Lancers. We're down to 15 seconds to go. Jack Adams with it in front of the St. Mary's bench. Nice move to make a little 360 there. Botticelli can't come up with it, and Yanakopoulos skates it out for St. Mary's. I'm sorry, that's Scally. Scally is 44. Yanakopoulos is 14.
Yeah, that's Joe Scally. He's a senior.
Yep.
He's like a running back on skates. He likes to go over you instead of around you. Yeah.
The buzzer goes, ending the first period of play, and while Malden Catholic at times looked like a dominating club, they couldn't put one by. Goaltender Ryan Borders between the pipes for St. Mary's, but conversely, the Spartans were able to find the back of the net. Came off the stick of number 12, Dante Marabito at the 14:05 mark, and it's 1-0 St. Mary's after one.
I thought Malden Catholic, to be honest with you, controlled the pace of the game, especially, you know, it was almost like they were on a power play down this end when they weren't.
Certainly was.
But the bottom line is that it's 1-0 St. Mary's.
That's right.
Exactly. It's like base hits. There's no pictures on the scorecard, or like making a birdie or a par. There's no pictures.
Yeah, and you know, Malden Catholic has had opportunities, but like you said, they may be passing it too many times. One extra pass or cycling in the corner, cycle. You can almost do that a little too much. And again, because the season is so young, haven't had a chance to work on any of that too.
Yep, good point. MC's going to start this period with a line of Sean Wren between Jeff DeMichaelis and Corey Goldstein, all guys that saw some action last year, so they're this is not foreign to them. Looks like Harrington is on one defense point out there, and not sure the other defenseman for Malden Catholic. We'll try to get the St. Mary's line up for you. We do know it's Marabito's line out here with Pedro and McBurney. Three more guys that saw a lot of ice time last year, so some veterans out there right now. Some high sticking, and we're going to get a call one way or maybe two ways right now.
I think we're going to have a matching penalty. Nope. Yep.
Yeah, McBurney's in there for St. Mary's, and number 24 for MC. Another one of that big crowd without a name next to his number on our score sheet, so they're going to sit for coincidental minors, and teams will skate 5 aside in front of their goaltenders. So no harms, no fouls. And MC fills with the same line they started with here, and Wren is in the corner. Sean Wren, cross point, long shot in, Goldstein right in front, a good save there by Borders.
Yeah, he squared up to that very well. That was a nice save.
Bill, that's a great call. That's exactly what he did. He squared up, and
he's sliding across that crease and getting ready before the shooter even loads up.
Coach Garagosian would love you talking like that, right, Mac?
Absolutely.
Well, that's...
Yeah. 21 is Chris Hopkins. We do remember him from last year for MC. The big left shot defenseman. He's out there with Harrington right now as they press in front. Jeff DeMichaelis open in front momentarily for MC. Now DeMichaelis circles with it. Back to the point to Harrington. Harrington around the boards looking for Wren. This is Sean Wren, younger brother of Patrick Wren, who had graduated last year from Malden Catholic, a very good player on that team. Here's Wren fighting in the corner once again. Takes a bump there, and Max McKay gets it to the line but not out. Hopkins sends it in wide to the right. Pat Serio directing traffic here, and nobody wants to listen. You got to speak a different language, Pat, and say, get the heck out of here. Oh. St. Mary's with a bid once again down low. The shot off the stick of number 5. Oh, yeah.
St. Mary's is hoping to win this back and let Joe Scally take a rip at it from the left point. Oh.
Nice play in the corner down there by St. Mary's. They can't get it out front now. And
that goal has really put a spark in St. Mary's. They're really playing with some enthusiasm now.
Offsides on the Lancers here as they got a little hung up at that thing called the blue line.
I think the thing is, you know, and you're right. It's definitely a little fire under St. Mary's, but you know that this Malden Catholic team, you're dancing with the devil, because they can
put
load
them up
that net up at any point in time, and it's just a spark that we're waiting to set.
Absolutely. I think they have the best first line in the state. You know, with Philippe, Goldstein, and Mikowski up front. I mean, I think they're going to be prolific scorers.
1-on-3 over to McBurney. McBurney's shot goes wide. Now on the rebound, they chase. Marabito is knocked down to the ice by McLean, and they get it to center, but can't control it there.
They play just stifling defense. If you look, when St. Mary's has the puck, there's a Malden Catholic shirt right on that puck carrier.
Absolutely.
It's phenomenal. It's a credit to Coach McLean and his staff.
Little skating room here out for John McLean Jr. as he tries to hit Witkowski off his stick. Giving chases Goldstein, and Philippe helping out here. Good play by the St. Mary's D to get it around the boards. That's Zach Mello. And they're able to get to center ice, but McLean quickly on it to Goldstein in the middle for Witkowski. Witkowski has to circle back and sends it in deep. This line, as good as they are, they're a little out of sorts on this shift.
Yeah, I think they're trying to do a little too much. You know, they're not, let's keep it simple, boys.
Yeah, Witkowski, of course, playing with Siffelin and Nazarian last year, so he's new to this line. Goldstein and Philippe have played together a lot, but, you know, they'll get to know each other pretty quickly.
Oh, I think that might be true.
St. Mary's now tries to go behind the net and started out. Jack Adams with the interception. Wrist shot in, blocked by the St. Mary's defense. That was number 2, Steve Tattoni. Nice play. Long shot in by number 4, Powers. Ooh. A little bit of exchange of composite there in front of the net. Good save by Brian Cameron. 11:20 to go in period number 2, and things have kind of slowed down a little bit here. In this one, we had a couple of good close to the vest games in the first 2 affairs of this afternoon. A 2-2 tie in the opener between Waltham and Matteon, and then a 1-0 Walpole victory over Hingham in the second game. Right here, it's 1-0 St. Mary's as they bid to double that lead. McKay down low, shot in, saved by Cameron. They bounce it off the boards and start out, does MC. Comes to Adams down the right wing. Big Jack Adams looking for Botticelli in the middle, and I believe St. Mary's is going to get called for a hook here. Or interference is the call, rather. And guess who's coming back out on the ice from Malden Catholic here with a minute and a half of a man advantage.
Paul, I'm sorry, but in the Malden Catholic net, I believe that is Kyle Casey.
Okay.
And not Brian Cameron.
Okay, I will stand corrected. Kyle Casey. Well, he's made a couple of good saves.
He sure has.
McLean with the long slapper goes high, bounces off the boards far side and cleared by St. Mary's. McLean will hustle back with John Powers right on his tail. McLean now circles the net and puts it into another gear, but he's stripped there by Zello. Here comes MC the other way. Goldstein looking in front for Witkowski. Shot is deflected wide. Lawrence will come down low. Bounces out across the blue line and out of harm's way for St. Mary's. We're under a minute to go on the power play. Philippe now down the left wing looking. Matt Philippe circles. Philippe trying to get body leverage on McBurney. Nice pass across to McLean. The wrist shot is held onto by Borders, it looks like. We got a little bit of a tough angle from our vantage point in terms of watching the shots from the point and hitting the net and behind the net here, but
and Malden Catholic does it so well. They're always around the net. The forwards are always around the net just to get that puck that goes off a skate, off a body,
sure,
jump on a rebound. 3 guys always around the puck.
Yeah, there's a lot of dirty goals.
With an ugly goal.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, they all count the same.
Absolutely.
Harrington, nice pass down low, looking for Adams. They can't convert.
I think these officials are going to have some bruises on their backside. They've been taking quite a few pucks.
Down to 20 seconds on the St. Mary's penalty. Yeah, you're right. Well, they better have another layer of padding.
Oh, boy, I would want that.
Puck skips past the Malden Catholic defense all the way back down onto Kyle Casey. 5 seconds to go now on the man down for St. Mary's, as MC will have one last rush out with an extra man, and now they do not have an extra man. We're all even. Botticelli over the line, down the slot, picked away by St. Mary's. St. Mary's kind of playing the UVM defense here. They're just putting about 6 guys in front of the net, even though they only have 5. And it looks like 6 or 7, but... And now St. Mary's dumps it in with just about 9 minutes to go in this one, and St. Mary's with that 1-goal lead, 1-0. And this one's going to be, icing is waved off here. A lot of the players thought icing was going to be called there. Comes back to Yannikopoulos on that right point. Puck is loose on the on the right post there and skated away now by St. Mary's. Up over the Lancers line is Jackson Allard, and they dump and chase, and now Jack Adams trying to start out for Malden Catholic. Comes to the line, and that's Zampanti. A little bit of a whack-a-puck aspect right here as the puck just goes to center and back, and no flow at the moment. John Powers here trying to create that flow, gets it behind the Malden Catholic end. Centering pass intercepted by Goldstein. This is Corey Goldstein. Corey Goldstein over the line. DeMichaelis now, tough angle, good save there by Borders. Good bid by Jeff DeMichaelis to try to even things up for the Lancers.
That was a very nice shot there. Nice save.
Faceoff will come to the right of Ryan Borders in the St. Mary's net with 8:03 to go. And St. Mary's still ahead 1-0. Somebody's going to get waved out of the draw here, and Sean Wren will stay in there for MC. And that guy number 5 for St. Mary's will take the face-off for the Spartans. It's loose in the corner. MC controls. DeMichaelis with a nice move into the corner. Goldstein is knocked down in front, no call. And St. Mary's able to clear. Icing is waved off as Yannikopoulos will go back and retreat for the Lancers. They'll try the left wing breakout here. MC can't control, and now finally Yannikopoulos up for DeMichaelis. DeMichaelis over the line dumps it in as they will look to change. And St. Mary's will look to regroup and break it out with 7:20 to go. Good play by Lawrence to intercept that clearing pass. And now it's back to McLean. McLean can't get it up to center ice past the poke check of McBurney. And now they'll look to the other side and try to bring it on the right wing side, does MC. Puck behind the net, centering pass, and a save by Borders on a bang-bang play there. Good centering pass and a good shot, again, by this line with no names on their numbers from Malden Catholic. So
I really believe that a key stat is time of possession, and if you've watched this game, the last 10 minutes, it has been on Malden Catholic stick, a good 2-1 over the St. Mary's 11.
Yeah, St. Mary's is, even when they do have it, they've been, they're just kind of poking it out,
It's like a hot potato.
redirecting it, or
protecting that lead. It's a passive forecheck.
It's the Toronto Maple Leaf style.
You know what it is like? It's like the prevent defense in football, right? Prevent defense.
Well, I know what you're going to say. In football, prevent you from winning.
I didn't say that.
Will Lawrence, number 9. Nice play at center, but coming back the other way are the Spartans. And a good play by McLean there from Malden Catholic to stop that play. McKay now for St. Mary's is closing deep, number 89. But St. Mary's has to come all the way back in their own end. And Allard now will go wing to wing for Yannikopoulos. Off the boards onto the stick of Witkowski. Witkowski up to Lawrence. Lawrence trying to find Goldstein. Goldstein trying to give it back to Lawrence. And St. Mary's, a good job to get back there and cover up. Now Witkowski, his shot can't get by Yannikopoulos. Yannikopoulos, 14 for St. Mary's, has taken a couple off the ankle today. You're going to need a couple of ice packs tonight. Here comes Philippe. Philippe, 1-on-3 down the lane. Philippe trying to cut, circles the net, looking for help. Matt Philippe lays it back to McLean. McLean's shot goes wide, but on it is Goldstein. Goldstein back to McLean. McLean through a screen. Philippe trying to screen. They keep it in on the far boards, and to your point, Dave Lazinski, it's all MC possession here. They're not getting great chances at the net, but boy, are they possessing. Now Philippe trying to use his body to leverage again. Shot by Goldstein. Nice save by Borders there on a tough angle.
I think once in a while, too, MC, they're looking for that pretty goal that knocked the water bottle off the top of the net goal, and you really just have to throw it in the net.
Yeah, like you said earlier, they're all going to the net. I mean, catch one of those rebounds and just bang it in.
I'm just checking to make sure there's a water bottle there, and there is. We got a whistle. And it's icing against St. Mary's. With 5 minutes even up, the faceoff will come all the way back down to the right of goaltender Ryan Borders, who's done a good job today in the St. Mary's net.
Sure,
he's done a great job the last 10 minutes.
It's like that old adage, who's your best penalty killer at your goalie? Who's their best player on the ice today? It's been their goaltender. MC trying to get some offense generated from the point. Back to Harrington. His shot is blocked there by 17 for St. Mary's. Frankel, perhaps. MC on in the corner. Jack Adams now tries to cycle back to Harrington. Cross point, slap shot, save in front. St. Mary's trying to get a handle. They bounce it off the boards and finally out to center ice and dumped in by Powers. But boy, St. Mary's is a little bit gassed here, at least this group right now.
They're trying to slow the game down, but that's awful hard when you've got this looks like the Russians out here.
Marabito with a wrister, and that would be a great lob wedge from about 30 yards. But here it goes as a face-off call, and
excellent.
It's going to come back out to center ice here.
Is that a 60 degree?
You've always dumped it up there close out of the sand.
Face off
center ice.
Right at center ice with 4:13 to go, and St. Mary's with the only goal of the game off the stick of Marabito, the guy who just caused that play, and a great pass by Marabito to McBurney, and the star save of the day for MC right there. Kyle Casey keeping this a one-goal game. Great chance for St. Mary's to double the lead, but Casey was right there with the left pad. Now MC will try to get some offense going, and then deep in the St. Mary's end, but this one hits the netting, and the whistle goes. And
we're at the point now where the next goal is absolutely huge. It's either a 2-0 deficit or it's a tie game. So
this line has done a good job. It's probably the third line for MC. It's DeMichaelis on the left, and Sean Wren in the middle, and Corey Goldstein on the right. They had a real good shift last time out. We'll see if they can get the equalizer here. Will Lawrence now has to skate it back out towards center ice. Wren hacks at it there, and finally picking it up is Goldstein, but he can't get a live handle on it either. It's almost like they're playing a summer game out here, the way the puck's bouncing it. It's just not laying flat.
Well, they've scraped up the ice quite a bit. They haven't had a chance to resurface it, so at this point in the game, it's pretty snowy out there.
Yeah.
And I think if you're Coach McLean, you're just telling the kids from Malden Catholic hey, just keep working. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Sure.
You know, there's no special.
Yeah, he's not putting any big priority on this.
They don't get knocked out of the Super 8 if they don't win this game.
That's true. That's true.
And that's, in case anyone's been watching the last 4 years, that's been their goal. And they've done a pretty good job.
They know the season's a marathon and not a sprint. And they peak at the right time every year.
Off the draw, St. Mary's trying to reverse ice here and start up the right wing, but good job by MC to keep it in. Now St. Mary's able to break it out. Powers, though, has it poked off his stick, and St. Mary's knocks it off the boards. Behind the net, Harrington now leaves it for his partner, and MC able to break it out. Over the line, wrist shot in, and saved by Borders. Steered wide. MC keeps the pressure on here with 2:35 to go. Harrington across the way, trying to keep it in now. Good support there, and it's kept in still by MC. They set another one in. The Borders is able to make the save on the glove side. Good forechecking here by MC's fourth line. And St. Mary's has all they can do to pitchfork it out. Backhand style, it rolls all the way down on Casey, and Harrington retreats there. MC with the big line back out here. They've been quiet. St. Mary's still holding on to that 1-0 shutout. Ooh. There's a hit on Goldstein that
dangerous hit.
I think he backed up just enough to avoid the call. Here's Pedro in, and a nice play by McLean to poke it off Pedro's stick. Pedro trying to do some acting there to get a call, but it's not going to happen. Here's Philippe that rolls off the back of his stick, and Goldstein pokes it in the zone, and offsides is going to be called here with 1:39 to go.
Boy, the puck is really jumping out there.
Yeah, it's not
goes to show you that when they don't make ice after that first period.
No, it's like skating in sand.
Philippe on the draw here with number 27 for St. Mary's. Might be Zach Mello, we're not sure. St. Mary's trying to clear, kept in over across the way by Witkowski. Now it's knocked out to center. Dave Lazinski's going to take care of other business in the building. Thanks for being with us. Thanks, good luck to the Indians this year.
Take care, Coach.
Thanks, Dave. Witkowski, left wing side, trying to send it across the slot area. Goes all the way across the far side, kept in by Lawrence, and now poked to center ice. Mello will send it in deep. Sorry, that's John McLean over there on the point. McLean out there with Chris Hopkins now. Long pass up, intercepted by Powers. Powers able to get it in the MC end. Witkowski now, nice play to Hopkins, but intercepted by Powers. The 360 move, centered in front. Nice pass, but I think his teammate was shocked it was coming. Here comes Goldstein. Goldstein to Philippe. Philippe trying to go around on his backhand. Philippe is in. The shot goes just wide. Philippe, nice pass between the legs. Down low. The goaltender is out for Malden Catholic. Extra attacker on the ice. They're pulling all the stops, and there's a trip that's not going to be called. And here's a breakaway, and this will be a score for St. Mary's, as number 5, who's not on our roster, will get the second goal of the game. MC pulled the goalie. They took the chance, and they poked it to center. And they actually had a guy that looked almost like he was hanging on that one, Bill.
Yeah, he sure was.
You know, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say he just came off the ice on a change.
Yeah, there you go. That works.
You know, MC's a little frustrated out here, but 16 seconds to go in the game.
I think that just took the wind out of their sails right there. But, I mean, these guys are just here to work on their game. It's nothing to get too upset about.
Somebody trying to pick off someone in the crowd there. A little wrist shot up high.
Got to pay attention. 10.4 seconds remaining. Face off in the MC zone. Okay, right after this, we're going to go to the set, and Jimmy Young is going to have the Natick team on for an interview. So we got 4.6 seconds here, just a formality. Unless they can win the face-off and snipe one.
Well, it's a good workout, as we've said, Bill. These coaches find out some things about some of their players, and if it's a regular season game, you do things a little bit differently. But some positives from both teams here, and it's going to go down in the books as a 2-0 St. Mary's win in this exhibition game. And again, it gives you things to go back to work on, and you learn from it. But it's great to have everybody here today out on the ice.
Yeah. Malden Catholic has nothing to be ashamed of. They played a great game, and it's just a matter of time before they start clicking.
So the final here in game number 3 in Rink 1 is St. Mary's 2 and Malden Catholic 0. With Bill McGonigal, I'm Paul McNamara. We thank Dave Lazinski for joining us for part of the game, and we thank Pat Serio for doing all he's doing. Right now, we're going to go to Jimmy Young with members of the Natick High hockey team.